This is the past. We need to talk about the future. There are many countries now who want to use guilt to try and exploit the UK. They ask for reparations. I saw it as a trade minister. It's not culture wars. I was at the WTO. I won't name the minister from another country. And he was telling me that we needed to give up some of the things that we were doing because of colonialism and because they needed time to develop. These arguments are a scam. Don't fall for it. We need to make sure that we put this country first. We work well with our neighbours. We work well with other countries. But we have to look after ourselves too.
Well, I mean, those advocating for reparations would say, shouldn't we just make up for some of the damage we did through the slavery? As a black woman saying that, they may find that hard to understand from you. Well,
there are many things that the British Empire got wrong, but there are many amazing things that the British Empire also.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I don't even know what I'm gonna call this video. The last video I did, the African gentleman talking about it's a stupid argument to talk about reparations, and he didn't understand the context in which black people speak on slavery. He went into this whole trope about how everybody owns some damn slaves, going back into antiquity. This woman is no better. She's actually arguing the point that like reparations is a nonsensical argument, scam. She went on to say that it was a lot that the British Empire did wrong, but it's also a lot that the British Empire did right. I don't know if a group of people or empire enslaved people. I can't see the pros in that shit. A lot of people like to contribute civilization to Europeans. That could be further from the truth. There was a lot more civilized civilizations before the British Empire. If I'm not mistaken, the Victorian era, they put lead poison in every goddamn thing. You were lucky to survive as a kid because even the treatments and medicines had poison and lead in them. They had shit on the street, shit in the water, your toilet explode. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna just play the video and let y'all see that shit.
The Victorian era was absolutely disgusting and we would have not survived. Here's why. First of all, there was basically a 50-50 chance you'd make it past 5. Your baby bottle alone was crawling with bacteria because of its shape and people thought it didn't have to be washed for 3 weeks. Ew. Your milk was mixed with borax, which is roach poison, because people thought it would purify the milk. As a matter of fact, all your food was poisoned. A third of your bread was chalk. There was also clay and sawdust. Lead in cheese, wine, sugar. Lead in your tea. Lead in your candy. And mercury. Your green paint had arsenic in it, so even breathing wasn't a good idea. And this green back then was used to paint literally everything. Your brown paint was made from ground up mummies. The shade was called mummy brown. They also ate the mummies, like all the mummies. You were nobody if you didn't come back from Egypt with a mummy to eat at your mummy unwrapping party. They also consumed regular corpses as medicine, like a yummy piece of skull with molasses to cure epilepsy. White skin was in, of course, so women washed their faces with ammonia and used arsenic lotion. Finally, they added a healthy layer of lead-based makeup. There was lead in your toys. There was lead in basically everything. Later on, there was radiation in male contraceptive. There was poop on the streets, poop in the rivers, poop in your drinking water. Toilets would randomly blow up. Theaters used fire as special effects, but there were no emergency exits, so that was dumb. Actually, fires were everywhere because of gas lamps and highly flammable everything. The gas itself was also poisonous. And if you managed to survive all that, there was also cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, scarlet fever, yellow fever.
So yeah, now that you got to see that, this woman's trying to say that there were pros to slavery. I can't see how there were pros to slavery or even the British Empire as a whole. If I'm not mistaken, the crown jewel is still within the possession of the British Empire, even though India has asked for the shit back. Nigeria has asked for all the gold and gold scepters and rings and shit they stole from them. What is this woman talking about? This is the boot kissing that is detrimental. You have black folks outside of America that speak against their own best interests, and somehow they think that's smarter. It makes them look good, just like the other dude in the other video. It doesn't make you look good and it doesn't make you look smart, and kissing kneecaps ain't gonna get you nowhere. In any event, y'all like this episode? If you understood the context of it, leave a comment. If you didn't, F your mother. No.